Hey everyone, and welcome back to my modded Valheim server. Today's video is going to be a showcase of some in-game bases here on the server. I say in-game because, well, that's where we are at this point. As of recording this, the server has beaten the last two modded bosses, and everyone is finishing up any builds that they have left. In a few days, the server will be going offline as we wrap things up. But no worries. I still have 2 more videos coming with content from the server. So you might be wondering, where am I? Well, I'm in Raven's base that we saw at the end of the last video. And this is kind of like the keep that he has up on the top of the mountain. So let's go ahead and outside and just kind of get a quick look at this on the outside. Yeah, there we are. You can see the city or the kind of village down below. And this is the keep up on the giant hill. I always love Raven's builds. They are just so detailed and so intricate. You can tell that he takes a lot of time to make these things. A lot more time than I spend on some of my builds sometimes. We head upstairs here. There is kind of like a loft, like second floor area. You can look down and see what's down below. I always love these in builds. I'm a massive fan of those. A little bit of a study back here in the back. Some seating areas. And there is an upstairs, which is unfortunately not furnished right now. However, there is a balcony right here, and you can see everything down below. That's where we're heading next. Look at it. Oh my gosh. But, yeah, if we get back inside here... Oh, there is another balcony on the other side. Gives you a nice view of, like, the other side of the island, the portal where you can spawn in over here. Can I fit through here? No, I cannot. Alright, so... now it's time to head down into the village itself and take a look at everything that he's put in, because he's added a lot of new features. Like, oh, there's a lot of new buildings, actually. I'm just, like, taking a look at this from where I was here a couple days ago. There's a lot of new buildings. And this is kind of my favorite spot right here to take a look down at this. Like, the views are great here. Yeah. I tell you what, you know, there's that staircase over there on the other side. I think that might be, like, a cool approach to take into the village itself. It's kind of like precarious, like, stairway over here. I like this. This probably took ages to build. I don't even want to think about how long it took him to put this together. But yeah, we're coming into the village a little bit now. And you just kind of get a feel for the scale of this place as you get lowered. Oh. Alright, well, I guess we're going to go in this way. But yeah, you get a scale for just how large this place is. And one really cool thing here that I saw is that there's a frost cave in his base. Like, this was just here, he found this, and he worked it into his base, and it fits so perfectly. I love that. That's awesome. Working with the environment is such a difficult thing to do sometimes, especially if it's something like a dungeon. But Raven seems to do that pretty much every time. And I love the staircase too. I mean, this is so intricate and there's so much detail, and it's just so nice. It flows so well. But yeah, heading down this way, we're going to start down in this bottom corner here. And this right here, these 2 doors, those are the main doors of the actual, like, village, like, area, like the walled fortress. I'm not going to step too much into this area because I'm probably a one-shot for basically everything that lives out there. But this right here is a really detailed, like, typical Raven build. Very cramped, lots of detail, lots of different things here and there that kind of really just pull it all together. I tend to put a lot more space in my builds, but Raven really loves that cramped feel. And he works really well with it, 100%. You see all these, like, little storage barrels up here. Raven was the cook on the server. I don't think he was the only one, but he was definitely the main one for most of us. I think he, like, basically had it maxed within, like, the first, like, couple days on the server. But, yeah, lots of storage here. Again, this is his in-game base. Most of his food is found at his other base, Fort Iron. But he did bring over a lot of things for, like, details and whatnot. And there's a little storage area over here as well. You know, another typical Raven thing is that he doesn't just build a house and then put some things in it, but he uses every ounce of space that he can get. I like this. This little, like, altar kind of thing. I think he's using, like, the frost cores as lighting, which is, it looks really cool, like little orbs. But yeah, he uses every like nook and cranny of a build. He uses every ounce of space he can get his hands on. And as you'll see, some of these houses are unfortunately not finished. But, you know, that's something that could be done later. And perhaps if Raven gets a copy of the world and he wants to finish it there, we could take a look at it. Is there anything back here? Feels like it'd be like a really cool thing to like hide something back in this like forest. Doesn't seem like it. But yeah, like I said, if he gets a copy of the world and he decides to finish it, maybe we'll take an updated tour at some point. Here's one of the modded forges. And again, you see all these little dotted houses. I really like that fireplace design with like little sticks coming out. I don't know why. It just works. It works really well. Come on, door. Ah, whatever. This right here is Raven's main forging area, and he's got every forge and all of the upgrades in this location. So workbench, fletching table, black forge, everything like that. This thing right here, this little ball of fire. Listen to the sound. It sounds like you're communicating with aliens when you use this thing. I don't know why, but I love it. But yeah, there's like his massive forging area. Got a couple of like charcoal kilns, and down here below with the curtain. Oh, man, I love walking through those curtains. It's just so cool. Down here is like a major storage area for everything, and even the walls here. It looks like it's like paneling on the walls, but it's actually storage boxes. All right, if we run around the outside of this building here and head up the stairs, gonna find a couple more locations. And every time I come here, I find like a new location that's been built. There's like this little like kind of like nook here. Oh, no. Upstairs isn't finished, I'm sure, but this right here, I like this build. It's like a nice little like bar, kind of like pub area. You know, upstairs you've got like a really large balcony, and you can kind of look out on the rest of the village there. Room upstairs for like beds and things like that if you ever wanted to put them in. But yeah, like I was saying, I always find like new nooks and crannies, like this, for example. I did not see this whenever I was walking through this place earlier. There's always just something new. There's always something new. So here, we got a couple of these builds that do have a little bit of like things in them as decoration. And you can see like that's maybe like a woodcutter or something like that, like a lumberjack who maybe like lived in that house. Maybe that's just me trying to put some headcanon into this and kind of put a story together, but that's what it felt like to me. I love that chimney, or like that fireplace design. It's just simple, but really nice. Okay, so here's some wall access. Now this right here, this is really cool. There's a dragon egg that naturally spawned here, and Raven just integrated into the build. I don't know what that altar is. Interesting. But yeah, lots of these houses. I mean, honestly, the entire server could have like bought a house and like lived in this place from like Raven's build. It would have been like easy to fit everybody in there. As many of these houses as he has. One thing you notice from like a Raven build is that he kind of picks his style, like the block palette he's going to use and kind of like the rules that he builds with, and he sticks to it. So you can see he's using the wood. He's using like the tar wood to frame everything. He's got lots of like arches in his builds, but again, like the pieces that he uses for every building are pretty much the same, and so it all kind of just fits together. Obviously, there's black marble here. I think Raven pretty much did all the black marble on the server. That out there, that's actually one of the in-game bosses that we fought. That clip will be coming in the next episode. But because we did that boss, you'll hear every now and then some lightning in the background. It's really cool, like ambient like noise. There it is. And there's also the boss's head. So there's like a little bit of a spoiler for that boss fight. Now this room was not here. This building was not here when I walked through this last time. This feels like one of those like old like safari man kind of like rooms where they like, you know, they go on safaris and hunt different beasts and hang the heads up. You see like in like cartoons and things like that. It feels like that. And down here we have obviously like the meadery and things like that is what it's supposed to look like. And this right here, Raven does this like every server. The time that it takes to build this has to be insane. because every one of those bottles has it looks different depending on which way the item stand is facing. So you have to like rotate it for each bottle, each type of bottle individually. What's here? Oh, nothing. Okay, interesting. Just a little storage area there. Just kidding. There's something else down here, and I already know it. There we are. So there's some secret flooring down here. And if I'm correct in my thinking, yep, this is Raven's vault. So he built this vault, and there used to be another entrance into it whenever he was working on the city. But now it used to be like right here in this little section right here. But now he's got like a hidden like trapdoor kind of style. Not much in the vault at this point, Raven. Where's all your money? Where's all your valuables? But really cool entrance. Like those like hidden floor trapdoor kind of things are really, really cool. Really cool feature. Alright, if we head back outside here, there's just a couple more buildings to take a look at. One of them you would have seen in the intro clip. And I really, really like that build, but we'll get there in a second. So a couple more little like houses and things like that along the wall here. Oh, let me out. Let me out. And this, like things like this too, like just having like a view of like parts of the village as you go around. Like Raven does those really well. I don't necessarily do those as well as he does by any means. But this right here, this is the, this is like just a great build. I love it. So this is like a mead hall, kind of like just like Viking kind of themed like hall, and look at it, all the little flags hanging up as you kind of like pulls you in to the building. The fireplace, the table here with some candles, and then of course like the little throne room that's over here at the front of the hall. But this building, it just kind of like it pulls you forward into the build as you come in. Really cool build. Really cool build. Like this would be like a really cool place to like hang out in the build, I think, in the base. But yeah, that's pretty much the entire base of what Raven's got here. He might still be working on this, so there might be a little bit more that gets added to it before the server goes down in a couple of days, but you know, if he adds a lot to it, again, I might come back to it like on like a local world with him and just kind of take a look at it. But just again, just a magnificent build. Just so much detail. I don't know how many hours he's spent on this build. I can only like imagine that we're talking like several hundred. But just impressive. Every server he builds an insane in-game base, and it's always more impressive than the last one. So who knows what the future holds for him. Alright everyone, this video is long enough already. I had planned to show off 2 bases today, but I think I'll have to save the other one for the next video. If you enjoyed this insane Valheim base, don't forget to subscribe for more content. Also, while you're there, feel free to tip your tour guide by liking the video down below. I'll catch you all in the next one real soon. Bye.